My name is Austin Kiergaard, and I am a fitness manager and GreatLIFE nutritional lead. Nutrition is important because it is what our body requires to sustain life. We need to have proper nutrition to move, to recover, and repair, and just go through each and every single day life. There's just the lack of nutrition can create multiple different issues, such as impaired recovery, increased risks of disease, diabetes, things like that. And it speeds up the process of a shortening life, which is not what we want. We want to live life to the longest and fullest that we can so do. And so making sure we have proper nutrition is imperative. My philosophy on nutrition is making sure that people are getting in what they're supposed to. What does that mean? That means eating the proper macronutrients, proteins, carbohydrates, fats, and eating more through whole foods, and trying to live a balanced lifestyle of exercising, eating those macronutrients, the proteins, carbs, and the fats, and not eating things in tremendous excess. So really what proper nutrition means to me is eating whole foods and having a sense of balance. Macronutrients are protein, carbohydrates, and fats. These are key nutrients that our body requires to run our biological processes, basically. It's what we need to sustain and function every day. Protein is many different things, but as far as food, it is extremely important in the aspect of it helps us rebuild tissue, helps us with recovery, can help with hair growth. Our hair is made up of proteins. It has a lot of health benefits to it. There's a lot of amino acids in protein that our body does require. So those are just a few of the main reasons why we need it. Some examples would be common like meats, fish, even things like legumes. So you've got chicken, turkey, tilapia, salmon, things like that are good sources of protein. Carbohydrates, also known as saccharides, they're our main fuel source for our body. So they are extremely important because we burn energy as humans. Thinking, blinking, talking, hand gestures. We need to have fuel in order to do that. Carbohydrates, again, are our main source of fuel. So when we're talking about exercise as well, we really need to make sure that we incorporate carbohydrates into our diet so we can have optimal workouts and be very efficient with them. Good examples of carbohydrates could be things like, brown rice, sweet potato, talking from like a fruits and veggie standpoint even, strawberries, apples, broccoli, asparagus, green beans, cauliflower, all of those things are carbohydrates. There's slightly different kinds of carbohydrates, but those are just some good examples of things that people can implement in their diet. Fats, also known as lipids, triglycerides, they have a lot of benefits. They have heart health benefits. They help with cellular health, so the function of our cells. They're very important. And they're also a very highly preferred energy source. Carbohydrates tend to be more of our main energy source, but we actually can use a lot of energy from healthy fats. Healthy fats could be almonds, cashews, avocados, even like fish oils, things like that. Those are just a few common, almond butter are a few common types of healthy fats. Roughly, at the very least, people will want to have some sort of protein-based meal anywhere from 90 to 120 minutes before they work out, just so they have something that their body can utilize during exercise. Now, when we're talking in terms of meals, it goes back to the macronutrients. We want to make sure that we're eating protein-based. We want to have some sort of a carbohydrate because we know that's optimal for fuel, so that will help us have a more efficient workout. And even having some fats can help as well. We don't necessarily need to go heavy on the fats at that point, because if we're doing a more of a resistance-based training, carbs are going to be our main preferred source. But having some fats have some benefits because it kind of can slow the breakdown of those other two proteins and carbohydrates. And so that means that you won't crash as quickly during a workout. So there's a place for them as well. Same concept as pre-workout. The difference though is you may want to go a little more heavy on your carbohydrates after you work out, because your body has depleted its glycogen through exercise. So you still want to have a protein, a carb, and slightly lower fats, but you'll probably want to have a little bit more carbohydrates because you just exerted a ton of energy, so you're going to require a little more energy afterwards to help with recovery and replenishing those glycogen storages that you just depleted.